What's up, YouTube? Thanks for tuning in to another Wilson Garage video. So before we get started with this, I wanted to take a moment to say thank you to all of our subscribers. We just went over 100 subscribers. Might not sound like a lot, but it's a lot to me, and I just wanted to say thank you, and you guys are the reason that we are able to do this stuff, and keeps me pushing on and putting videos out there for you guys. That being said, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and like the video if you've learned anything on it, and also comment if you want to tell me how I'm doing, or if you like the build. Alright guys, so I hope you're ready. This is part 2 of the Turbo Civic. We got a bunch of parts in. I'll show you that here in a second, and we're just going to pretty much mock it up. Not really, I'd like to start it, but we are running into a few things that we need to do to make sure it will continue to run. It won't be able, if we do start it, it won't start or run for very long. Also, none of the charge pipes will be hooked up, so it will be running as if it was NA, just have the turbo and stuff mounted. So we're going to get right into a time lapse and start working. Alright, so turbo manifold is on. Fits pretty good. I'm either going to have to, I don't know if you can see that bolt there, that nut, I'm sorry, the stud. But the shouldered bolts won't go on that, so I either need to Dremel it out or just get a regular nut put on it. But other than that, I think it looks really good. I'm impressed. See how the turbo fits. Oh, I also wanted to say that all the stuff that I bought for this car, most of it is second-hand, but some of it is also off of Amazon. So I actually have a link in the description below. Like this turbo manifold was one of them, and really cheap, like 130 bucks for a top mount, which I think is awesome. So if you're looking into doing a build like this, head on over into Amazon through my links below and see if there's anything that you would be interested in. So first slight modification that will need to be done with this compressor housing. It actually hits this cross member, so I'll just have to either persuade it a little bit with a hammer or go ahead and cut it out. We'll see what happens. Gotta talk a little bit loud, so I don't know how this audio is going to work with this GoPro, but I'm trying to make sure I have enough clearance here for the turbo drain. I might have to mess with it a little bit because it's there. I'm really think I might have to 45 this, or even 90 it to go into the pan. Hopefully it's not too dark, you can see that. But like I said, this is just mock-up to see where we're at, and we're gonna have to modify some things, and that's just how these things go with cheap budget builds. So even though this is a budget build, I do want it to look, the car to look like not all hacked up, I guess. I don't want to run no hood because I can't shut the hood. And that was one thing I was kind of nervous about. But if y'all can see, let's see. I mean, it should close. Try her out. Hard to see it there, but it'll close. No problem. Okay, what I'm doing now is I'm going to be mocking up the intercooler to just see where it needs to set. Hopefully the cold side piping is the correct for this vehicle, but pretty much I'm going to connect the cold side here, run it up to the throttle body, and from that side see where my mounting holes need to be. Okay, so if this is about where it wants to sit, this will probably come up a little bit, but we have problems. So this mount here, and she is a little short. Probably twist it in here a little bit, but we're definitely going to need to lengthen this pipe, unfortunately. This is another really cool kit that I got off of Amazon. It's called Nut Cert Kit. Pretty much you're able to put threads in stuff like this crash bar, so then we can bolt the intercooler to it, and if we ever need to remove it, it's just taking a bolt out. So link in the description for this. Also got it off Amazon. Alright, next pipe we're going to have to modify. I mean, we can get to there, but she's definitely going to need to be modified a little bit. So, cold side piping is going to need definitely a little bit of elbow grease, unfortunately, but that's what you get for buying secondhand. Not a complete kit, but it was 300 bucks. I think I got a good deal on it compared to some of the turbo kits on the market today. This one I think is a little more high quality, especially with the Turbonetics turbo. Plus, I've always wanted to get a welder, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to get a welder, and we're going to modify this stuff and bring you all along with us. Alright, day 2. We're out here, going to start working on the car. We're going to do some things that you guys might not be able to see, like the sandwich plate, and you know, just mocking some more stuff up. But this today, some Deechworks 550cc injectors with a fuel rail. Super cool guy off of Facebook. If you're watching, shout out to you. But yeah, so let's get working. Alright, like I said, I'm going to be installing a sandwich plate, and that's how we're going to be getting our oil to our turbo. Pretty simple. This just screws in and sandwiches it, and then you put your oil filter on top of it. Yeah, it's a blocks sandwich plate. Okay guys, so it's getting late, and done a lot of work, but a lot of like tedious work. I didn't really film much of it, but I figured I'd show you guys. So at the intercooler hung, but we put it up in the crash bar. So cut that just to get it up a little further. When it was sitting down on the bottom, it was hanging lower than the bumper, and I didn't really like that. And like I said earlier in this video, I want the car to look, you know, somewhat clean, at least the install itself clean on the outside and on the inside. I mean, it is a budget kit, but there's no reason that we can't make it a clean budget kit. We got our oil feed line put on, and then our sandwich plate for the oil filter for the feed line. So that's all on. And that's pretty much it. I mean, not much was really done, but like a lot of tedious work. So I think I'm going to end this video here for part 2. We didn't get to start it. I know I said I wanted to try and start it, but we didn't get to. I'm still waiting on some parts to come in, and we actually bought a welder, so we're going to probably end up having to, or we are going to have to modify the cold side piping to get it all to fit. But you know, that's what we're gonna do. So if you've made it this far, I really appreciate it. I want you guys hit the subscribe button if you made it this far. Comment on what you think of the build so far, and we'll see y'all in part 3.